Shift. I'm your host, Almonia Gordon. Thank you for joining us today. Today, I wanted to talk to you about lessons, the lessons of life. I had an appointment recently, and as I got out my car and I'm walking, it was actually at Canada Post. For those of you who don't know, I worked at the post office for about 23 years before I picked up my bag to go to work one day, and the thought of going postal made sense. So I had to leave early. And as I'm walking into the appointment, because they had called me for, like to do a special assignment, I'm thinking, okay, God, why am I here? Why am I back here? Is there a lesson that I need to learn? And I'm just throwing it out there because Shift is designed for us to share our stories and our thoughts and our ideas. Maybe there are other people that are experiencing this and never gave it a second thought. And I'm like, okay, God, is there something that I need to learn, something that I miss? What was funny, the day when I was scheduled to have the camera crew come in to record What About Us was the day I got the call from Canada Post. Hey, we have this, special assignment we need you to do, but you got to do the form today. I had makeup artists waiting to do my face, got it done. Okay, did it. The day before, yesterday, when I actually went, somebody coming, oh, we didn't get your contract. You didn't agree or sign or whatever. I'm like, what is this? And I'm thinking to myself, doesn't she realize that I'm already in the system and whatever? And she stayed with me on the phone. I gave her my information and she goes, oh, you're in the system already. So I'm thinking, where did they get my information before? Because I remember when they called me initially and I was saying to Nikisha, hey girl. And I said, don't they realize I'm in the system? And she goes, you don't know what God is doing. So I think that is where my lesson focal comes in, is sometimes we don't know what God is doing and what we need to connect to and what one word or one message we need to receive. So it's not necessarily that we're going back. We have gone forward. We have changed. We have grown. But there is still somebody that may be stuck where we were, that has something that need to be imparted to us, or we need to give it to them. And I think that's why I want us to pay attention to the scenarios and the issues that are happening around us in life. I call them the lessons of life, to see if we're learning, if we're going. I know I have a girlfriend in Florida. Hey, Marsha. And she always says, you know what? If I didn't learn the lesson, God brings me back there. Anyway, I'm there, and I'm when I'm at Canada Post, I'm a big clown because I'm walking around like, hi, you didn't, hi. So I just do everything that they're thinking about. Okay, who is this person? Because in Canada Post, that's just sort of unheard of, unorthodox behavior. But it's me. But this one lady that I met, Michelle, and and some of the improvements that she's sharing, I'm like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. And I'm sharing some issues even with people that I've been working with outside, right? And she goes, you should come back. Yeah, all right, lady. Right? But is there a lesson that you have learned? You know where I'm going, right? If there's a lesson that you have learned, would you be willing to share that lesson with us, with Shift Nation? If you want, you could video yourself talking about what it is that you'd like to share, and then you can send it to me on WhatsApp, or you can email it to me, and then I'll look at it and we can talk. Make sure you put a contact in there, phone number, and email, that I can get in touch with you. Subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. Visit my website, palmoniagordon.com. I'm a speaker and I'm a coach. If you know somebody that's having a function and they need somebody to speak, I'm more than happy to come out and serve. Here, the US, the UK, as long as there's a means of getting there, I'll go. But more importantly, I want us to keep growing, because as we're coming into this season of Christmas and festivity, we may be caught up in our joy and what's happening in our home and in our lives. And we may not recognize that there are other people. And that could be the lesson, that there are other people that are not necessarily in that great frame of mind or state of mind that we're in. And I believe we have an onus and a responsibility to at least, you know, if it's even just to say hi, if, you never know the impact that can make. So pay attention to the lessons. I'll let you know how that one unfolds with the post office. This person that I was talking to, she's up in Ottawa. She's up, from corporate office. So totally different thing. But I love you guys. Jeez, I'm starting to sound like an old grandma. Remember, like the second hand, I need you to keep taking 60 tiny shifts. Let your 60 shifts take it to 1 minute, and then your minute take it to an hour. But most of all, I need you to come alongside someone. If you see they have given up or they look like they need help, just come and say, hey, I got you. Let me walk with you for a minute. Let me hold your hand. If you need to sit with them for a minute, you sit with them for a minute, especially if it's a lesson that you have already learned and you have a better understanding of what can happen and what the outcomes can be. Then I believe now you have an obligation and a responsibility and a duty, as Grant Cardone would say, to help those around you. God bless you. I love you. Bye.